To begin, you'll want to navigate to your modules area of Canvas and then go ahead and create a module. So I'm going to hit plus module and I'm just going to call this one Sam. And then we'll hit add a module. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my module list. So we have a module named Sam. And now we want to go ahead and create the Cengage Learning tool. So you're going to hit the plus icon next to the module. And underneath add, we're going to choose external tool. And you're going to want to go ahead and click on Cengage Learning. And then you'll hit add item. So now you'll have the Cengage Learning link. Go ahead and click on that link. The first time you click on the link, it will ask you for your Cengage Learning account credentials. You'll just need to enter those in one time. Next, you'll be taken to the Select Content Source link, and we're going to go ahead and search for our textbook. The next step will be to click on your book's title, and you'll be prompted to go ahead and create your SAM course. You can create a fresh course if you want to create a blank SAM course and add in your assignments from there, or we can copy an existing SAM course. This allows you to copy one of your existing courses, or you can copy a colleague's course. If you want to do this, all you'll need is your colleague's course key. If we want to go ahead and we'll go ahead and create a copy here. So I'm going to select this course here, and then we'll start by giving the course a name. So I'm going to call it SAM for Rhodes State. You want to put in your actual course name there. Next, we'll select the course start date. You will want to select your actual course start date, as this will be the date that your student's 3-week grace period begins. So I'm going to select the appropriate course start date, and then we'll set the course end date. This date is a little bit less critical, so if you want to put it at the end of the semester or at the end of the year, you certainly can. Lastly, you'll need to select your time zone. You can enter your course number, but that is optional. If you're copying a course, it does give you the option to copy the activity dates if you like. I'm going to leave that deselected and hit continue. So you'll get a message that you're adding in a link to your SAM course, so you'll hit continue. And then we'll hit continue again. And now if we scroll back to the bottom of our module list, you can see here we now have a new module and we have a link to our SAM course. You can move this link if you like, so we can click it and drag it into another module. You can use all of your Canvas controls once you have the link added. So now we have a single link that takes you out to your SAM course. So I clicked the link and then I'm going to click the Load in a New Window button, and SAM will open in a new tab. Once SAM opens, you can go ahead and create all of your assignments as you are accustomed to doing in SAM. So you can do that through your Exams, Trainings, and Projects tab. You also have your Express Creation tab if you want to build your course using that tool. In your Assignments tab, you'll be able to see all of the assignments that you have scheduled to this particular section. So the next step will be to set up all of your assignments. Once you have set up all of your assignments, you can add links to those assignments within your Canvas course. So I'm going to go back into my Modules tab, and we're going to go ahead and create links to each assignment. So you can really organize those however you like. So I'm going to create a module called SAM Training. Again, we'll hit Add Module. Then I'm going to go back down and click on my Cengage Learning link so that we open back up the Content Selector. Now that we're back in the Content Selector, you can click on your Linked tab. This will just show you the content that you've already linked to your Canvas course. So I have a few that I've linked, but we're going to click back on our SAM book. And now you can see you have these check boxes for all of the activities that we have created in the SAM course. So to create a link to that specific activity, you just hit the checkbox. If you want a gradebook column created in Canvas for this particular item, you would just leave the Add to Gradebook checked. If you want to create a link but you do not want the column to go into the gradebook, you can just deselect the Add to Gradebook. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these two items. So we'll hit Confirm Selections. So we're creating a link within Canvas to these specific assignments, and we're also creating gradebook columns for both of these. So we'll hit Save. Now if we scroll back down into our Vermat module, here we have these two activities. So I'm just going to drag them into the appropriate module. So I'm going to pull this one into my SAM Training module. And if I wanted, I could create a separate module for our exams. So you can really organize these however you like. So we could organize them by chapter or assignment type. So for instance, let's go ahead and edit this module, and I'll call it Chapter 1, SAM Assignments. And then we'll go ahead and just drag both of these down in there. And so the student would be able to click on these particular links, and it will take the student right into the activity. And after the student takes the assignment, the score will go directly into your Canvas gradebook.